Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome in another video. Today I decided to make a video about my American story. So like how I got here and for how many years I live here, like the first impressions about America. But before I do that, if you have the same story as me, like if you were born in a country and now you are living in another country, if you are still in the country that you born, but your dream is like to move in another place, then consider to subscribe to my channel, because this channel it's exactly about that, like me, like a girl that immigrated in another country, and how is my life in here, the day-to-day life, like travel, also impressions about America, and all these cool things. So yeah, just consider to subscribe and also comment down below in what country are you living now, or what is your dream country to move in. Okay, if you are asking what is this is my microphone. Fingers crossed that is working, because I'm testing this microphone for quite a while, but that's another story. Let's go back to how I got here. But before that, I just want to start by saying that like a few words before like about my life before I moved in United States. So I was born in Romania, and for the first 29 years I lived there. In the meantime, like there I got married with my husband, and funny enough, was never my dream to move in another country. Like, yeah, I wanted my life to be interesting, but I didn't know that I wanted to go somewhere else. But guess what? My husband's dream was to move in United States. So yeah, he followed his dream, and who knew that was my dream as well. I found later on. So how we got here? I'm sure that many of you know about this program that the government of United States has. Is called Diversity Visa Lottery, and basically it's a program made by the government to bring in here more in United States more workers from different countries. The process of applying to this visa, it's very simple, though it is a lottery. The requirements, you just have to have the high school finished, and even if you don't have the high school finished, if you can prove that you have certain years experience in like in a job, then you can also do that. And then like simple information like your name, your country, and how many, like what is your date of birth, and simple stuff like that. So it's not complicated to apply. And for everyone that wants to apply to this program, you have to know that the application is 100% free, just because there are like a lot of scams on the internet. So it's free, and it's a program made by US government. Yep, so we did apply to this program, and the first year we didn't we were not selected in the program, because it is a lottery. Basically, it's not that you are like smart, or like you have like a PhD or anything. It's just like pure luck. You are selected or you are not selected. But in the second year we were selected, and actually the person who was selected was me. So in order for my husband to come in here in United States, I had to come first. So through me he was able to come in here as well. So that's the type of visa that we had when we came in United States. Now, yeah, how we found out? Basically, I think somewhere in May, I'm not remembering like very well. Is when you go on this website and you put your password and your username, and you find out if you were selected or not. So my husband checked the application. He checked first for himself, and he read there that he was not selected. However, when he checked my page, because every single member of the family can do an application, a single application. So when he checked for myself, guess what? My page looked different. And then he realized he was by himself at his computer, and he realized that I was selected. He was like very joyful, and he called me immediately like, hey Alina, come in here, I want to talk to you. So I came, and he told me the news. And when he told me the news, I was in shock. Like, basically, as I was saying earlier, that was not my dream. Yeah, I knew that he's applying for both of us just because I had to take pictures with myself, and but he was like the main person applying for this program. So I was shocked, and then my first thought was, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I can't. Like, how I'm gonna leave my parents in here, how I'm gonna live my entire life. In that time, I had a very cool job. Finally, after years and years of trying to have like a marketing, advertising position in a very big marketing company, I had that. So for me, it was like, but I just like got my dream job, and now I have to leave everything behind and move in another country that I don't know anything about it, rather than, of course, what I saw on the movies, because all the movies are Americans, right? So yeah, that was my first thought. And he was like, no, but like, this is my dream. You have to come with me, and then if you don't like it, we can always go back. So that was what triggered me. The fact that I knew that I can come back wherever I want. And also, of course, we were like sharing the news with our friends, and all of them, they were saying, are you crazy? You have to go, like, you have to go and explore. Like, if I was in your place, I will go for sure. And then I just knew, like, Alina, just go, try it, and see how it is. So we found out that I was selected in May, and then you have to go through a lot of paperwork that you have to send to US government, and also before you go, you have to go to the US embassy in your country for an interview, with also like some paperwork and all these things. So I remember the day when we went for the interview at the US embassy. Was a very simple interview. Was like, where do you want to go? What is your profession in Romania? And after that, I just heard the other person that was interviewing me that congratulations, your visa is approved. In that point, I got very excited, and actually I was very happy to start my adventure in United States. The interview, I think, was around November, and then from the time when you receive like the answer that your visa is approved, you have 6 months to actually arrive in the United States. So yeah, that was it. We quit our jobs. We sold kind of like everything that we had, because we were like very determined that we're gonna coming here and we're gonna stay here. It was like no turning back. So this is what we did. I remember the company that my husband was working for, they threw a big party for us. We knew in that point that we want to settle in Miami area, and everything was decorated with Miami, and like pictures with beautiful palm trees and beaches and sand, and like was very very nice. If I can find some pictures of that party, I will like put them somewhere like in here. But that was so cool. Oh, and also we had a cake. And then the United States flag was on the cake. Was very very cool. And yeah, on I remember on February 15, I guess 14 or 15, something like that, we had our flight to United States. So we flew from like Bucharest, London on Heathrow, and then from Heathrow we flew in Miami. I just want to explain like something because I feel like it's so funny. Back then in 2012, when we left to Romania to come in here United States, was a very very cold weather. I have in here, I put down below the kind of like the temperatures. So was around like minus 20 degrees Celsius or minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit. It was very cold. And we knew that we have to go in a place where it's like sunshine and very very hot. So imagine, we had the coats on. I had like boots, because like was no way for me to wear something light because it was like freezing outside. And when I stepped on Miami International Airport, basically I was the only one dressed in boots. Was ridiculous. Everybody was in flip-flops. I was wearing jeans, like a yellow t-shirt and a sweater, of course. So that was my basically my first impression about this place. Was like, oh my god, everybody is wearing flip-flops and I'm wearing boots. I still have the boots, by the way, because of course I didn't have a chance to wear them, and they are like pretty, they are very pretty. I'm just wearing them when I'm going when I'm traveling somewhere like where it's colder weather. So yeah, we arrived in Miami, and but like let's talk a little bit about why we chose Miami. We could choose like any place on the United States, and we settled for this beautiful place, Miami area. So one of the conditions when you apply for this, I'm sorry, it's like so dark outside. I'm filming with natural light, and for about 1 week we have like the rainy season started in here in Florida, and it's sunny, rainy, sunny, rainy. So if I don't film it now, I will never film it because every single day it's something with the weather. So just bear with me. But either way, I was saying that one of the conditions when you apply for this type of visa is when you arrive in United States, you have to give them a physical address from somebody that lives in here. You cannot give them like a hotel address or anything like that. It has to be like a property, a physical address. So my brother-in-law used to work for Carnival Corporation on the cruise ships, and he had a few friends that they were already here, like settled in Miami. So we decided to come in here because in order for the US government to mail your green card and social security number, they have to have this address. So also, of course, when you go to a new place, it's very helpful to have somebody that can guide you in the process, because there are like a lot of things that you don't know, basically. So yeah, that's why we chose Miami. And actually on the first day after we had to go to an immigration program, so we were like in the airport for like few hours. They asked us why we are here. We told them about this visa. We had to sign some paperwork. And after that, the Romanian family that was they were waiting for us in here in Miami. They took us with the car. The first stop was at the beach to see the ocean. I just remember, like, before I visit any place in United States, the friend that was like establishing here in Miami, he drove us to Hollywood Beach, and was just like gorgeous. We were very very tired because it was a long flight, but it was just like to see the ocean for the first time in your life was just amazing. We for the first month, just because imagine we came in here with 2 luggages per person, so in total we had like 4 luggage, and that's it. So for the first month we rented an Airbnb. We didn't rent the entire house because back then was like very expensive for us, and we came, of course you come with some money because in the beginning you have to pay for everything. By the way, this program doesn't give you money, doesn't give you anything. The only thing that is giving you is like the green card, so you can apply in here for a job. They don't secure a job for you, they don't secure a home for you, they don't secure anything. You are just like, you receive this green card, and after that it's all up to you. So yeah, we rented a room in an Airbnb house. Was this beautiful lady, I remember her name. Her name was Patty, and she was an English teacher, and she was living by herself, and just to increase a little bit her income, she decided to rent out 2 bedrooms, and the third bedroom was her bedroom. We had such a beautiful experience in that first month. Because she was living very close to the beach. We moved in her house was in Hollywood the beach as well. We chose like a place that is like near to our friend that he was living already here in Miami, and she had multiple bikes, so every single day we were like taking the bike and we were going to the beach. It was like very very nice. Also we met other a few other people that they rented the other bedrooms. Of course they didn't stay as much as we stayed. We met like a gentleman from Canada. He was like sitting in here for a week. Then was another guy that came in here for another week from somewhere in Africa. He was here with business, but either way it was such a lovely time there. And I have to say Patty was like amazing. Like she immediately like welcomed us like so nice, and basically that was my first impression about United States. Like I love the people. Like people, they were like so friendly. Everybody was like smiling at you. Everybody was interested about where you are coming from, what is your story. And I saw that like that was just like everyone was like such a different vibe from Europe. I feel like people in Europe, they are more like strict. They are not making, they don't do easily a connection with strangers. But Americans, they have that thing when if they like your dress, even if they don't know you, they're gonna come and they're gonna compliment you. It's just like a different culture. So yeah, after 1 month, the month in Airbnb, we was time for us to find like our own place to stay. So very close to where our Airbnb host was living, we found these apartment buildings where everything was for renting out. And that was such a lovely time when we moved in our own apartment. And by the way, was a 1 bedroom apartment. And the apartments in here in United States, the majority of them, you rent them without no furniture. So we planned everything ahead of time. So when we were staying for the first month in this Airbnb, we went several times to IKEA just to buy everything that we will need when we're gonna rent our own apartment. So we decided to buy the furniture for the bedroom, just to have like a place to sleep, like a mattress to sleep. And then we bought, like, we had to buy basically everything, like plates, silverware, linens, pillows, like basically everything that you need. But I remember in the beginning we didn't even have a table to eat on. So our friends, the ones that they were in here in Miami already, they gave us like a plastic white table, the one for the exterior, and with 2 plastic chairs. And we were like so grateful that we have these things, because now we didn't have to invest money to buy something. And just to explain something, in the beginning when we came here, we all the money that we spent, they were money that we brought from Romania. None of us had a job. We had to find jobs, and for the first 3 months you cannot even work because you don't have yet all the paperwork. So basically you have to go and apply for social security number, you have to go and you have to wait for your green card to arrive. So because you don't have yet all the paperwork that is required, you cannot work. So we were like very tight with our money. We just wanted to make sure that we have enough money to survive in here until we will find jobs. And then my husband found the first job, and after that I think we arrived in February, and I started my job in May. However, I don't want to make this video too long. This is like my story about how I arrived here basically. And look at me now it's over like 8 years and I'm still in here in this beautiful country. And now, to be honest with you, I call this home. This is my place to be. And before I end this video, I just want to say one more thing. You know, sometimes we are not aware about what we wish in life. Sometimes life gives us more than we expected, and after we receive it, then we realize more. Like in Romania, I always felt that something is missing, but not in a very conscious way. Like I knew that I want to do more. I always had like big dreams in life, but I didn't know from where to start and what to do. And when this opportunity came and I lived in here for quite a while, I just realized that this is my place to be. This is me 100%. Like I can act 100% like myself. So is what I'm trying to say is that if an opportunity comes for you, just try to be a little bit adventurous and just say yes to majority of things, because sometimes you don't even know what life will bring. thank you so much for watching this video. If you are interested in my Instagram account, you can follow me as well there. I try to put pictures as much as possible. My Instagram account is Alina's Dream, and also I'm gonna link it down below. So yeah, that's my story. Until next time, stay safe, and see you next time. Bye bye.